Legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchigumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. Well, hello there. Thanks for that song. I think everybody worldwide knows about the Edmund Fitzgerald. And I'll be talking a little bit more about the Edmund Fitzgerald and Lake Superior and all the rest of it in a little while. But first of all, I'd like to give you a channel update rather than doing a separate video. I'm going to give you a little quick update on what's going on. First of all, my wife's condition. The only thing new since the last update I gave is that she'll be seeing her oncologist at the beginning of January. So we really don't know much more than what we knew last time until she goes to the oncologist. Everything is progressing nicely with regards to her cancer at the moment, and we just, like I said, won't know any more until then. So that's that update. I am currently sitting in the living room of our house in Ely. So yes, we did close on the house on November 16th, and we spent the week of the 16th up here, getting some things done, getting some shopping done, brought some things up with us. We went back home the following week, spent Thanksgiving at home. Then I came up here again on my own, brought some more things up, and I've been starting to do some of the redecorating we want to do. It's not that the house really needs the redecorating, it's just that we want to do it to make it our own. Some of the wallpaper we don't like, some of the paint schemes, you know, things like that. And we figured it's just a lot easier to do that without us fully moved in here than to wait until we move in and then have to deal with all that and moving stuff around. So I've been getting some of that done. I got a temporary enclosure made in the backyard to put the pups in, so I'm not having to walk them every time they need to go out. And yeah, just things like that, and having some fun too. So that's where we are in the house. So that's two things. Number three, I still have some 2021 calendars left. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another sale on them. I'm going to knock the price down $2 again. So if you missed out on the early bird special back in June, July, or whenever it was, I guess that was July that I first came out with it, I'm going to do another sale so you get a second chance. They make great Christmas gifts, by the way. Wink, wink. And the other thing that I'm doing is I'm going to do another 20% off sale on my account, on my website. That's lhrimages.online. So get 20% off across the board for any purchases, any totals over $20. So by the way, if you buy 2 calendars, guess what? Not only do you get the $2 off, but you get, because it comes to over $20, you'll get another 20% off on top of that. To get the 20%, you have to enter the code HOL, H-O-L, 2020 upon checkout. H-O-L, capital letters, H-O-L, 2020 when you check out. And so if your cart is over $20, you'll get the 20% off. For shipping, my website is set up so that the more you buy, the more you save on shipping, up to the point where if your total order is over $100, you get free shipping. And that's always the case. So it's lhrimages.online to place the order. If you can't find what you want there, just let me know and I'll see what I can do to help. But it's lhrimages.online and then it's HOL 2020. Got it? Got it. That's enough. Okay, so the other thing, getting back to the house for a minute. Yesterday, or was it the day before? Anyway, since I got back up here, I did do a little walkthrough video. Basically, think of it as a campsite before campsite setup type of video, which I will be publishing soon as a separate video to this one. So I show you what the house looks like outside and what it looks like currently inside. So it's a before video, before I started stripping wallpaper and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, on to the video. So November 10th, 1975 is when the Edmund Fitzgerald went down in a storm in Lake Superior, and all 29 crew members lost their lives. They never even found the bodies, but all 29 members perished. So on November 10th of every year at Split Rock Lighthouse, they light up the beacon. Now, Split Rock Lighthouse, like most other lighthouses, if not all other lighthouses around the world, has been decommissioned, but a few of them, like Split Rock, are still operational. They do occasionally light up the beacon for other reasons, but definitely every year on November 10th, they do it in memory of those 29 people that lost their lives. They have a little ceremony. They have the light lit for about 4 hours in the evening. It's not only a great way to remember those 29 people, but it's a great event for photographers like myself who don't really get a lot of opportunity to photograph a lighthouse in action. So this was about my 3rd or 4th time, I can't remember for sure, that I attended the event. I decided to make it a camping trip. So I made it a 2-night camping trip, the 1 night for the lighthouse, and then I did some exploration on the North Shore during the day, the 2nd day. Spent a 2nd night out there and then went home. So anyway, the rest of this video is about that, and I sure hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it, and we'll see you around. Well, hello there. Larry Ricker, aka Nick Nibbymox here. I'm at Split Rock Lighthouse State Park. I'm up here. It's November 10th, 2020. Every year they light up the beacon. And the lighthouse has been out of service for many years now. You know, it's been replaced with GPS and radio and all kinds of different things. Better technology. But anyway, they still light up the beacon on November 10th every year in commemoration of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. We have a little ceremony in commemoration, in memory of the lives that were lost, and they light up the beacon, and it's quite an attraction for photographers like myself. I've been here, I think, 3 times before for the lighting, maybe 3 or 4, but I never get tired of it. And since I ended up with this week off, basically, I decided to come up and see what I could get. Now, when I first got here, it was nice and, well, it was sunny. It was still partly cloudy, but there were blue skies and there was sunshine. It has since then thickened up. When I first made my reservations, which unfortunately you have to make a reservation for the campsite here. When I first made the reservation, the weather looked really nice. It's basically gone downhill since then. Forecast now is for us to get about 3 to 6 inches of snow overnight. Just not sure when that snow is going to start, and especially in relation to when they put the beacon on. If there's a little bit of snow, it'll be great because it'll be a little bit unique, a little bit different, give a little bit of an atmosphere. If there's so much snow that you can barely see the lighthouse, well, of course, that's a different story. But anyway, I'm up here for 2 nights. They're only lighting up for tonight. Tomorrow's weather is supposed to be really nice. A little bit on the cool side, but nice. Probably, I think last I saw it was mid to upper 30s tomorrow. Which actually for November up here isn't all that bad. But since we just got done with a week in the 70s, it's kind of a shock to the system. Tonight the temperature is supposed to get down to 22 degrees Fahrenheit, of course, I'm talking about. I have my 20-degree bag that I got for Christmas last year. I'm finally getting a chance to use it, so it's going to get a pretty good test, you know, if it does get down to 22. So anyway, yeah, as you've seen, I got camp set up. I got here, I don't know, about 1:30ish. I guess it was more 1:30. And so I still have quite a bit of afternoon left. The nice thing about camping here is that just up on the hill here, I get a nice view of the lighthouse, which I've already shown you. Maybe I'll show it to you again here. But I get a really nice view of the lighthouse, and I basically have that to myself. I've camped out here a couple of other times in this particular campsite for the lighting. One of those times I did have some other people ask me if they could come in and share my campsite, or at least the balcony, the overlook, and I let them do that. The last time I was here, a guy started out sharing with me, decided that he couldn't get a nice reflection of the light in the water from up here, so he left. Not too long after he left, I got a really nice reflection. He just didn't wait around long enough. But keep that quiet. So hopefully, between the weather and stuff like that, there won't be as many photographers tonight. But I know I have a really nice view of the lighthouse up here that I can get some pictures from. I might move down to the beach more at a level, you know, looking actually at that point, really looking up at the lighthouse. Not drastically though. And
we'll see what happens. We'll see what the snow is doing for one thing. But anyway, it is right now right around freezing, or it was right around freezing when I got here. You know, between 31 and 33 degrees, somewhere in that range. And because I've been working, it hasn't been too bad. I also put hand warmers in my clothes, which has really helped tremendously. But now that I've finished working, I think I'm going to start cooling down a bit. So I'm going to change pants, because even though I got some nice camping pants on right now, I've got some fleece-lined jeans to change into. So I want to do that. I want to get some toe warmers on my toes, because they're starting to get just a little bit chilly. Not dangerously so, but I know they could use a little bit of help. So do that. I'm going to take the cart back to the car. There's just a couple of things I left back in the car that I'm going to pick up and carry back here. Well, actually, I'm going to take the cart back to where it lives, not to the car. Near the car. And yeah. And then I don't know, might go out and explore a little bit. It's coming up on my mid-afternoon snack time, so see about digging my snacks out, and then kill some time until it's time to start getting supper ready. Anyway, here's the campsite, my tent. Picnic table, bear box back there, fire pit. Of course, there's the cart that I used to get here, get my stuff here. So back around to the tent again. And climb up this hill here. And the lighthouse is out there. There she is. Now you might see there's a couple of people out on that point already. There's a couple of photographers starting to get lined up. To find a lot of times is a lot of photographers that line up there, and on this pebble beach down here, down below me here. And most of the time they're shoulder to shoulder, which of course right now, social distancing and all, they're gonna have to spread out a little bit more than what they usually do. So, and a lot of them come and stake their spots long time before the beacon is lit, trying to get just the right angle and everything. But from up here I get a nice shot of the lighthouse, and basically my own private viewing. As you can see, you even have a bench up here that I can take breaks on if I want to. Yeah, it's about 8:30. You can probably hear heavy snow hitting the tent. That's not rain, that's snow. And it's coming down pretty dang hard right now. So anyway, I managed to get some nice shots, I think, of the lighthouse all lit up. Actually, I got some before it was lit up, and then I got more after they lit it. Of course, getting them on the computer is what's going to prove whether they're good or not, but I think I got some good ones. I really worked at it. Then I came back to camp. I had a late supper, and Then I had an early 8 o'clock snack. And yeah, I'm in the tent now. I'm going to get ready for bed. And I'm going to snuggle down in this nice warm 20-degree sleeping bag. At least I hope it's nice and warm. I do have a nice hot water bottle in the bottom of it. Help keep my feet warm. Hoping that'll help me. And if need be, I have my reactor, which is supposed to give me another 14 degrees. And it seems to do a pretty decent job. If all else fails, I also have a blanket here with me, so I can put that on. But like I said, the low is supposed to be 22. It's a 20-degree bag. I think I should be okay. I do have some backup options here if it isn't okay. So anyway, that's it for today. Forecast is calling for the snow to end overnight, skies to clear up, and it's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. So I'm hoping for some nice winter wonderland shots tomorrow. Might take a few here around Split Rock, but I'm thinking of heading further up the North Shore and seeing what I can find. Yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. And then I'm staying here tomorrow night. And then Thursday morning, depending on the weather, I might stay around a little bit longer before I head home. Or I might just pack up and go home first thing. It just depends on what the weather's looking like. So that's what I know for now. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. I'm happy to report that my sleeping bag worked very well. Too well, in fact. I didn't want to get out of it. As a result, I missed the sunrise. I quickly determined that conditions were excellent. Grabbing a granola bar, a proper breakfast would have to wait until later. I began recording the Winter Wonderland with both videos and photos. Eventually returning to camp, I ate my breakfast, processed wood for the evening campfire, and did a few other camp chores. Late in the afternoon, I hopped in the car and went out in search of more subjects to photograph and film. It truly was a winter wonderland. I was treated to a colorful sky at sunset as I headed back to the park, where I had supper and enjoyed camper TV before settling in for another comfortable night. In the morning, I had breakfast, broke camp, and headed back home, happy to have been able to complete another camping trip and very satisfied with my photos.